Okay, here I is, almost at the end of my ride, at the bottom of Bran again. I remember when these bushes were this high. Or maybe I don't. Yeah, really. Well, I don't remember. I know there was a house here and there was a house down here. And the Mayhews lived in that one. Don't know who lived here. And there's a hill behind the house in the woods somewhere over there that connects up to the last house on my street. When you go to the end of my street, there's a driveway that goes down about 150, 200 foot to a small little rotary in front of the house. And that house is perched on a dirt ledge, probably 50, 60 feet from when it comes down. Not dirt, but hard trees now. When I was a kid, it was a path that came down through the woods, and we ran to the bus right here when we wanted to get on the bus. Most of the time, I went through the woods. Yeah, school was right down the street. Well, yeah, there you go. My last video was the school I grew up in, man. Come on, damn. Why am I resuscitating all of these little tidbits about the Beezer guy? I don't know why. It's up to you to collect them and keep them in storage. In other words, keep this video forever and ever in a capsule to open in 100 years. Yeah, that's gone. That's gone. Wow. What gets me, people, we've been a country for 243 years. 44 years. That's the only thing that has changed us is our inventions and evolutions that have changed us drastically. Man's been in the dark for 10,000, 12, 100,000 years until he has a fire in front of him. In the last 100 years, 150, 200 years, it got light from something else other than a fire. Wow, and look what we come to today. Yes. If my dad had a camera in his hand, he'd have it on his shoulder because it was so heavy. Look what I got. See? Can you see it? It's right there in front of the handlebar. See it? Land Rover. And, yeah, whatever. That's all I could think of. Nobody else wants to hear it. I might as well say it on video. Here I'm is. The Beezer guy. Having a good time through this life. Don't know what's coming on after here, but I see it as after here. I won't be here. And neither will anybody on earth be around in 2120. Not many. Out of the world, maybe 100,000. Out of the world of, what is it now, 6 billion? I guarantee you, in 100 years, well, you might say 6 billion. Yeah, they're getting rid of us real quick here. Don't go out, wear a mask, it's coronavirus. If you don't watch yourself and take heed and do what we tell you, you may catch it, and you don't want to stand in a line of all these people dying, because we got no beds for you. Yep, stretched to the max, people. And then the one that gets me was, I can't remember specifics, but New York City, Cuomo, he got all the old people stayed in the homes and the nursing homes, and they frickin' pretty much just, boom, he put more in there too. Majority of them died, some died, I don't know, but wow. And now he's telling everybody we're going to make it a mandate to wear a mask. Okay. Right now I don't. When I'm out I do. You know, if I'm going to go out, I go out to eat something. Until I sit down and eat. God, we should do that all the time, people. We should be wearing a fucking mask everywhere, all the time. Do you believe the air that we breathe today? Come on. Get a fucking life. Look what they're breathing in Beijing, China. Have you ever seen some of the pictures of there? They're gray. Everybody's got a mask on and the sky is gray. Around the city buildings. Not just gray sky, but gray around the city buildings too. Wow, what a mess. And they got billions of tons of plastic bottles sitting somewhere in 3 or 4 places in the oceans. What do they call them? Bays? Oh, I can't remember what the name of. They call a certain bottleneck of bottles. But yes, we are what? Oh yeah, we're wasteful mothers. Jesus, we send barges and barges and barges down the river of waste to dump them in the ocean. And I have a little tidbit for every one of you guys if you're still listening. I was always the guy that threw out the trash. When it was my turn, I threw out the trash. You know, we all got our days that we have to work. And when we're at sea, I used to throw away every day 2 probably at least 50-gallon bags of paper, trash, junk from the trash can that we were using for the whole day. Maybe not every day, but when it was time, the chief told us what to do. Boom, boom. Trash time. I threw out 2 bags, 2 huge bags off the back of the ship into the ocean. And I was only one guy of probably 200 more that threw bags out. 5,000 guys on a ship, people. Into the ocean. That was back in 1970, 72 I went to Europe. What an experience, people. And I think I'm a better videoer just for that reason. Yeah, because I got more stories than anybody else. I don't care either. Yeah, really. I was in the Navy for 4 years. Did my time. Got through it. I was only 19, people, when I joined the Navy. I was still a freaking baby. 19? I lived down the street from Shady Lane over here. Yeah. Everybody in the neighborhood knew somebody else in the neighborhood. They were always partying with each other. Once a month, they go to another house to party somewhere else. Now, neighborhood's not even here. It's very quiet. I like it. Well worth the stay, except for the frickin' taxes that are amongst us. Amongst us. Dennis moved to South Carolina. He said he bought an equivalent house down there of what he had up here, but didn't have the bill because he had sold the house up here and got a nice little chunk in his pocket. And says his taxes for the year $540. And I think he's got a little over an acre. Acre and a half. I don't know, he's got a pool too. Damn. I don't want one. Look at that day, huh, people? Isn't that beautiful? Yeah, she called the other day, Rilla, and said that, how much do I owe you, Gary? And I told her. She says, well, if you don't have to because of the season that's been coming up, she says, being as dry as it has been, she says, you don't have to do it all up. You know, every time you think it needs to be cut. Okay. So I cut it 2 days ago. I'm not going to touch it. Oh, at least for another. I can fix those for her. I don't have to touch it now for another week and a half. 2 weeks. Yeah, this one was 9-10 days, I think. Her lawn, which isn't this what was the last one I just showed you. This is Joe. This was 11 days. Yesterday. I mowed it yesterday. I'm going to change my Earl. Yeah, they covered that. That's why they put the cars. They went by here the other day and it was not done yet. Wow, that's a long driveway. That's what I should do. Yeah, coat the driveway. Fill in that crack. No, fill in the crack on the driveway. And seal it. That's what they did right there. They sealed that driveway. That's what I need to do this year. Just started cracking in a couple of different places. Just a settling from the water around it and it's moving. So once I fill in those cracks with that stuff that I've had for 20 years to fill in the cracks with, I'll have a year. Nice job, Gowie. Oh, maybe I'll do the birds feed. Yeah, birds. Hi. Everybody did their lawn. Oh, baby. Not a slouch. All the lawns that I usually would do are done too. That one. That edge right there, I trimmed all those trees down last week. They were all sticking out in the middle of the road. This lawn I did. There were 2 or 3 chairs here and another set of blinders in the mirror, and for free. And I mowed around them. Somebody left them, and I'll mow around them. Oh, I won't. I'll move them this time. Sure. Sure. So I'm all done. Going in. Going to char. problem is, I'll walk Dennis's right to it. Because if I lose this bike haul, he will be ripping. Gary, you owe me $1,000. What? Well, 10 times what it's worth. 100 times what it's worth. Hang on. Hey, I'm in. Oh, it's not that bad of it. Well, those glasses really. What do you think? Hang on. Here we go again. I did these earlier too. They get in the way? Is the glare getting in the way? I don't know where to put it right there. I'll put it right up against it. Versus that. It's yellow. That's just glare. Makes me look cool as hell. Look at this, a guy taking video in it. What the hell? Oh, now he's short as hell. Oh, he's all tall over here. Now he's short as hell in this lens. Look at him. Oh, look at that. Sticking right out there. You guys get that? Too bad. I'm going in because I got metal.